Estamos en Pasadena, miren qué bonita construcción típicamente californiana. Aquí, en este hotel, se va a llevar a cabo la presentación para la prensa de Ant-Man and the Wasp, la secuela del héroe más pequeñito del universo Marvel. Miren esa taza gigante y esos terrones de azúcar y esa cuchara. Bueno, obviamente todo está desproporcionado porque estamos hablando de Ant-Man and the Wasp. Los personajes son así de chiquititos y las cosas así de grandes. Bien amigos, ya estamos en el interior del hotel. Vamos a estar hablando con los protagonistas de Ant-Man and the Wasp. Y miren, ahí atrás están los trajes originales, los que utilizaron los actores. En instantes vamos a conocer muchos más detalles. Y esta es la parte que más me gusta. Todos los juguetitos. Me los quiero llevar todos. Paul, thanks for the time. Congratulations for the movie, for your character. It's amazing. This sequel is very funny. And the first question is, it was more easy for you to play the same character after the first movie, Civil War?
It was easier because we'd already established it. And people now, you know, when we first did it, Ant-Man. People had a tough time thinking, why? He does what? and understandably. So now that we've kind of established the rules and people buy it, it gives us a freedom to just now tell a story and maybe go a little bit further in one direction. We felt like we could maybe take some chances with the comedy on this because Ant-Man was somewhat funny in Civil War. Audiences went with it. We just have a clear idea of who the people are, who these characters are. And so it did feel a little different. It felt a little more free.
Your character, the personality of your character changed in this movie, in this sequel. What do you think? What kind of woman is Hope in this movie?
In the first film, Hope went through such a redemptive journey with her father, where she healed so many of her childhood pains and wounds surrounding her dad, that in Ant-Man and the Wasp, when you meet her, she's a new woman. Yeah. She's softer and she's more content and she's happier and she smiles more. And it was such a fun thing to play that transformation, because so often you do a film, there's a transformation that happens and then you go away and you never get to be that character again. But then to come back and show that she's a changed woman is amazing. And of course she's a changed woman on a mission, because now that she's healed the wounds that she has regarding her relationship with her father, she's hell-bent on finding her mother.
What was the experience coming back to the same character for this sequel?
When you're having a sequel, you know the first one was a success.
Yeah.
So you're in it, you're already comfortable, it's a successful, you think, film. That was all great. Then the wonderful surprise was Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah.
Who, you know, I have admired her for years, never worked with her before, and all of a sudden she's my wife in a movie. And she's such a good actress. So there is a family feeling that makes it special. And of course the movie, Ant-Man and the Wasp, is about family.
Mm-hmm. Tell us, what happened with Scott in this movie? What changed in his personality after the first movie?
We start the movie, he's under house arrest because of what he did in Civil War. So he's changed in that he hasn't been out of his house for 2 years. He's not putting on the suit. In fact, he's not even talking to Hank and Hope, and so relationships have been destroyed. And he is really trying to kind of get back on track and look forward to being just a dad, just being a good parent. The kind of existential crisis he's experiencing in this film now is, can I be Ant-Man? Can I be a superhero? And can I be a good parent? Is that even possible? Do those two things even, can they work? And so I think it's a theme that a lot of parents would actually relate to. Not that they have to be superheroes, but they might have to do something with what they do. They're like, I'm gonna miss the school play. I'm gonna miss this, basketball game or whatever.
Mm-hmm. The Wasp with Black Widow or Scarlet Witch is one of the few superheroines of Marvel Comics. It was important for you to play this character in this moment of the woman?
Yeah, it's a big deal especially because of the timing. It's a big deal because there have been 20 Marvel films, and this is the 20th, and it's the first one with a female superhero in the title. But it's also important because of timing and the fact that the Me Too and Time's Up movement is still very much in everybody's consciousness, and change, actual meaningful change is happening, and women are still working day in and day out to make that change happen and to keep their voices heard.
Yeah, and how was working with Michael Douglas, a legend of the movies?
There's nothing better. There's nothing better than getting to work with your heroes and they live up to what you hope they'd be like.
You're very nice. Congratulations again. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.